Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Hey, hey, gang, gang, gang. Hey, chat. Hey, chat. I'ma do a round robin, chat. I'ma do a round robin, chat. I'ma do a round robin, chat.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Looking for room, it's Haynes. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He'll pull it on the read. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now,
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team...
Hey, Chad, I had to change the field for him. He ain't like how I was looking. So now we coming back in the national championship stadium cooking. You feel what I'm saying? You know what it is. We finna lock all his receivers up like we send them to the buckets. We ain't even finna play with them. You hear me? I don't care about no elephant, schmelephant, whatever it is. Lakers in 5. Them old state boys but to ride real high. You feel me? Y'all know what's going on. I know my Lakers down 3-1, bro. Chill, bro.
Alabama about to kick off to get
Lakers in 7.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Looking to throw, it's Howard. He finds his man, and he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Looking for space. It's Judkins. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He'll fire to his right. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. He'll pull it down. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Might as well give it to him again. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. A first down for the offense. Snags it quickly on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosion.
Running toward the tape. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a deep.
Unloads it downfield. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Turns it on in midfield. And they capitalize not only on the picks, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there.
Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown time.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Steps away. He's looking on the right side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, you know, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
On third down, going up top. Quickly complete. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Offense in the hurry-up. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's going to pass. Skips away from pressure. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Man, this defense is dialed and already forced one interception. Had a chance right there to get another one. Everything this offense does so far, they are reading it, breaking on it, and making some plays.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Quick completion to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Ball is loose. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking for space. It's Henderson. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Looking for a man. It's Howard. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Lets it fly. Pulls it in. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Reads it, fires complete. At midfield, he's got room. Open runway ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Fast motion from the offense. Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Finds his target down the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ballard. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, that I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Back to pass, it's Howard. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State. Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying.
He's going for the big play. Makes a catch at the 15. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to the run, it's Judkins. Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Looking for the score. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. He wants to throw it. Buys a little extra time. The throw. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Boy, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this. Offenses, you've seen the explosion. It's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offenses just, they got the upper hand.
And the extra point is good. And we're all square as he set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing.
And he breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
To the air, it's Milroe. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Back to the air one more time. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
He wants to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll let one go down the right side. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time. He spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Now sliding to his left. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Howard. Looking for space to the left. He's going to take off. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Power ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, and maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose for the goal line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll open the second half with a run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they swarm him under.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball in 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So, tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. They'll run it from the gun. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. They take the lead with the 6.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. On the run, it's Haynes. Still on his feet. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an
fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the...
Fires the pass, intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Give to the back. Keeps the legs moving. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bowl. It's guys flying around, giving great effort, and getting to the football. But it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position. And right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Got his man quickly. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Here on third down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him...
He's off to the races. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And
he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
He wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Quarterback extends the play. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Thurman. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 35, Ohio State.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. On the ground, it's Judkins. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. He'll set up to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Dances away from the heat. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Line gets set, 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Makes the catch. It's Bernard. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Wow, what a big play. How about the hit-stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
Wide out in motion. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bernard. At the 45 on his way. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
To the ground, he's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Pulls it in, it's Williams. Touchdown tie! What a grab and go for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
How good have they recruited in the secondary defensively, right? We've seen guys flying around with speed. They're breaking on the ball. They've got hands, multiple interceptions in this game. They almost got another one right there.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Dropping back, it's Howard. He rifles one deep to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the first down, and then stopping that clock.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
After the misfire, it's second down. Give to the running back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Second and goal coming up. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Wants to throw. It's Howard. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. The toss to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the...
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
That play could not have happened at a better time if you're this defense. You're trailing by 1 possession. You need to find a way to steal it, and they get the interception. Here we go. An opportunity now to at least go down and tie the game.
Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's caught inside the 20. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Breaking out the jet sweep. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Trying to power it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this is obviously a no-brainer. Great job by the offense, great execution. Inside of 2 minutes, you've got to go for 2. You got to dial up this play, try to tie this football game up. What's your favorite 2-point play? Dial it up, and let's tie this game.
After the score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie. Dropping back, it's Howard. Throws to the wideout. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Alabama 42, Ohio State 40.
They're sending out the regular kickoff unit. I know they've got a couple of timeouts, but I don't think there's enough time on the clock to pass on the onside kick. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitz that's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Quarterback on the keeper. Turns it on in midfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Alabama has the clock on his side, trying to finish the game. Power football with the run. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. Miller with the ball. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. To the air, it's Howard. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Here's a throw downfield late. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. This time they'll go to the running game. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Going for 6. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And how about that for a capper? The likely game winner in the waning moments. From inside his own 15, looking for room. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offense.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game.